So I'm here eating my dinner. Um, Girl, I had a long day, but I I want to address something, and I want to bring this up because two things. I was going to just ignore it, send my little response, and keep it going, but of course, the communicator in me said, "No, let's talk it out. Let's talk it out." Okay. So, there's just a lot that goes on. A lot of people deal with a lot of stuff, and this go both ways. So you don't know what I got going on. I don't know what you got going on. This is why when I talk collectively, this is why I don't send. Now, if I need to address you one-on-one, I typically will send you an email. Okay. I have no problem with that. Or, hey, here's my number. You need to call me. If I ever come onto my YouTube video and I address something, I want to address something collectively. Okay. So that way I don't have to wait 3 or 4 days for a response to get out what I need to get out. And anyone who knows me know how I get down. Okay. So before I go into this, I got a email from someone. And this is someone who was introduced to me by someone else. How you doing? And basically the person insinuated that to be honest with you, I read the first line and I kept it moving because I took it as an argument. Like this person's come from a whole nother place, okay? And that's a place that I'm not interested in going. That's a place I don't really care to be honest with you. And it comes down to, nope. It comes down to, move. You got food in there. Go. You got food in there. I'll just put food in your bowl. You got food? Don't worry about my food. Go eat your food. So either way, I receive emails day to day, okay? And a lot of emails I get, people have their terminologies, their abbreviations, their acronyms of things that they possibly have done their research on or they've heard other people say, okay? And I get so many emails that say this, right? So a lot of times I entertain and I'll respond back and say, no, I don't do that. I do this instead, right? But for some reason, for like the past month, it's day to day that I've been getting emails of people giving certain abbreviations, certain acronyms. So I'm just like, wait a minute. So of course, when I do my live videos, I have the opportunity to address how I feel about situations, right? That's what I talk about. I can't get on my video and address how other people feel about situations because that's not my concern, okay? When I come on my channel to talk about what I have to say, that's what I'm here for, to talk about how I feel about a certain situation. So going into that, it's impossible for me to always be aware of what's going on. And then see, this is another reason why, like I said, all the stuff that I've been offering as into something to where I may eventually not even do no more internet shit because people are starting to really get they're really starting to irritate the hell out of me with the sensitivity, with exactly what's going on. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And of course, it goes into spiritual stuff. Okay. This is all spiritual. There's nothing physical. This is all spiritual. Okay. People know what's going on spiritually, subconsciously, they know exactly what's going on. And something is ringing within them and they're trying to figure out where that ringiness is coming from. So that's why people are hit. Anyway, let me jump into it because, bitch, I'm long-winded. I don't got time for that. I gotta go. So someone sent me an email. And like I said, it was something along the lines of, first of all, let's get into this. So SRT, right? That's one acronym that we hear a lot when it comes to releasing spiritual stuff, right? SRT is spiritual response therapy, which if you do not know is a technique that's under the Reiki modality. So if anyone say that they do Reiki, 9 times out of 10, they know exactly what SRT is. We're going into the flip side of it. People who are not really trained with that, they've probably heard about it. They're not familiar about the techniques. And not just with that, but a whole bunch of stuff. They'll hit you up and they'll ask, like, you know, do you do DBT? Do you do SRT? Do you do LFE? Do you do, you know, even going into spell stuff, do you do drunken love spells? Do you do that? And like I said, in my mind, I just like to get to it all, like to the root of it all. Forget the color of it. Forget what layers are included in that. What exactly are you trying to get done? Because we can go into, I need a spiritual response therapy. I need a spiritual release therapy. I need to, you know, heal up my past lives. All that goes under healing and also cleansing work. Because in cleansing work, we detach stuff. So either way, when people hit me up with these questions, I try to understand where they're coming from, because I'm like, okay, I know they possibly want to use these acronyms and stuff to make it seem like they know what they're talking about. Possibly, I don't know. But, or sometimes I just feel like people overthink, they're overdoing themselves. And like I said, me coming here, bitch, I'm going to talk about things that I think could help. Okay. If I don't think it can help, I'm not going to talk about it. If I think it's a waste of breath, I'm not going to talk about it. So someone send me an email. Okay, let's go into this. SRT is a precise procedure where through its process, soul records which are held in the subconscious mind are researched to discover hidden blocks in programming. Okay, so all people who do spiritual work should be doing that anyway. You should be going into someone's subconscious and all that good stuff. Even psychologists do this, just to point that out, okay? So if someone ever hit you, hit me up, me knowing what this is, the area of this, of course, my first question is going to say, well, where are they going with this? Because all spiritual people should be coming from this perspective, right? Identifying spiritual blockages and helping the customer or the client to release them. That's what casework is about. That's what rituals and magic is about. If you're not doing this in your workings, then you're not effectively doing magic. So like I said, when I got this email, I was kind of like, wait a minute, you know, where this person's trying to get at? Anyway. And it says, our research to discover hidden blocks in programming, which are then released, bringing the client to a place of happiness, renewed health, and spiritual growth. So already with that question, I already know where this person's mindset is. So even coming into doing this video, y'all, I kind of rehearsed it on the way back home. I had like 4 different responses I was going to give. One of them was like, yeah. But I said, I'm not going to do that because obviously this person is in a space in their life where they need some type of healing to take place. And I don't kick people when they're down. And I don't, I don't get any glory out of that. Okay. I'm about uplifting and helping others. But at the same time, you know, if your sensitivity is that high, I'm more than likely not the person to get work done with, because I'm not going to say, baby, sweetie, there's something going on there that we have to work through. Are you ready? I'm going to say, sweetie, things are coming up that needs to be identified and needs to be handled. Ain't nobody out there, excuse me. You hear the phone? Baby, excuse me, you hear the phone. So we need to handle this. And then we're going to set up a plan. But like I said, I don't sugarcoat stuff. I myself, and even to go into being offended and stuff, I'm a bit offended because this person watched my videos. This person know who I am. This person interact with me. We've done work together. So for you to know my personality, know how I get down, to then play another role or to act like, oh my God, I didn't know this. I'm a little taken back, and I'm a little, quite frankly, offended, because it's like, really? Like, you know how I get down. If you watch my videos, you know how I get down. So once again, it's something spiritual, not physical. And like I said, that's why I believe it led into why the internet stuff. Like I said, more than likely, I'm not going to be seeing clients on the internet, bitch. You want to get work done, honey, got to be done in person only. And then if I do internet people, like I said, I'm being very selective with who I do work with, because you have bigger fish to fry than to worry about me possibly not saying the right words when addressing a concern that I had, not you had, because it was addressed already, that I had. I'm not going to think and say, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't add that in with this conversation, because this person might be offended by what I'm going to say, even though I didn't say the B word. I didn't tell this person off. I didn't call this person out their name. I'm just not getting where this is coming from physically. Spiritually, we know where it's at, because even going into the blue light activation, this person in particular, that's why they were not able to attend. I personally feel like, and I said this spiritually to my spirits, whoever is not ready for this type of situation, make it to where they're not able to join. I don't want to be bothered with that because there is so much that we're going to be going over in the blue light activation that if you're offended by me addressing an issue that I was a bit confused about, and not just with yours, but a whole bunch of people, then what we're going to be covering in the blue light activation, you're not going to be ready for that because we're going to talk about stuff that you probably not even aware of. Things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable, like to where you're like, I'm not ready to talk about that. Well, girl, you're not ready for the program. Okay. So going into that, and I got to be quick because the battery says 10%. I get an email and basically someone is saying that, no, let's get into where it says, okay. Hey, Mystic. Now they said that I spoke to them indirectly. And I'm going to say this every time I do videos indirect, because when I do a video, I talk about a lot of stuff, but a lot of things to do with a lot of people. Once again, I don't just deal with one person at a time, okay? On top of that, there's a lot of people that contact me. So if I say, girl, you're in the wrong situation, and I didn't call no name, it's not best for you to assume that I'm talking about you. It's best for you to, if you feel I am talking about you, send me an email and say, hey, I just saw your recent video and I feel like you were coming at me. Is there a problem or is there something we need to address? You know? Or maybe, hey, if you pay for a reading or you pay for whatever, maybe you can address it after you have your session. Okay. I'm just saying, maybe. So it says, hey, Mystic. And like I said, we're doing this because, of course, they said I addressed them indirectly and I did not. So I'm going to address you directly. Okay. I watched your recent YouTube video and I heard what you indirectly said about me. Mind you, we're going into the SRT conversation, which, as I said before, in that section of that video, I said people who hit me up with SRT, SBD, and all this other good stuff, I need you guys to realize that those are just labels and focus on other things. There's a whole bunch of shit I said in there. But anyway, I'm really disappointed and upset. I didn't like how you said I was trying to sound educated because I told you about the SRT, spiritual release therapy. Once again, I did not say you in particular. I would have sent you an email and I would have said, you're trying to sound educated about SRT. You in particular, I would have said that too. I would have sent you a direct email. I wouldn't have got on a YouTube video, assuming that you watch those videos like that, to talk about that. Okay. What I said in that video was, if you're going to use these acronyms, you don't have to do something. You don't have to be extra with it. That's what I said. You don't have to be like that. SRT, just say, I need some spiritual work done. I need some deep shit done. I need some shit to release some shit. You know, how do we go about that? Another thing too, that's where a consultation come in at, where if you have concerns with certain spiritual work, we address it. So that's all I'm saying. Okay. So I didn't say you didn't have to sound educated about it, because I definitely think you're a very articulate and educated person. You obviously go to school. From what I know about you. So I don't think you're a fool. Okay. I wasn't trying to sound educated. So, okay. A friend told me about it and I was interested and thought to ask if you offered it as a service. Once again, I don't have a certain type of service. Like I offer SRT, offer DBD, offer family roots healing, offer generational curse removing. I offer cleansing work, protection work, etc. When you get your consultation work done, you will then address and say, I have some spiritual blockages that I would love for you to tackle on. Do you know how to do this? That's it. The whole SRT or whatever other little acronyms that goes on, you asking if I offer that services, I don't think you would ever get a clear answer outside of me saying, I do cleansing work, I do healing work. And we do that on all areas of the spectrum, which I always say. I'm not a fan of that drunken love spells. And that's just my opinion. That SRT, BBT, there's another acronym that people always hit me up and ask. And I'm just like, girl, are you looking for protection work or uncrossing work? Because of course, like I said, other people get into that stuff to make it sound like they have a broad range of experience. Bitch, we know how to get to the root of the problem. And that's important. The process of how to get there could definitely be talked about, or we could definitely, negotiate if it comes down to that once we cross that bridge. But like I said, to go into an actual being specific with a label, it's like, girl, I mean, do you know what area of work that's in? I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking when people ask stuff like that. Do you know what even area of work that's in? And if you know that that area of work is in removing detachments and obstacles, wouldn't that sound like a cleansing or a banishment or a healing? I mean, I'm just saying. And like I said, this is no shade. You also mentioned some other things which I found rude. I get people frustrate you and even procrastinate, but you didn't have to address it that way. Well, actually, once again, girl, that video was not only pertaining to you. I have somebody that come in my live chat that is my sister. Okay. And this is what pisses me the fuck off about people. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. And when I'm done with this girl's gonna get her money back, and I don't want to do no work with her at all. At all. At all. Okay. At all. Okay. There's somebody that I talk to a lot that have sent me stuff, y'all, that sent me gifts, that have sent me stuff from other countries, that sent me books that I utilize in my work. And the girls still get what you guys get. I would say, girl, you're procrastinating. Even going into summons of Conjure. We all had a fucking live video the other day, and everybody said, Mystic, I need you to help me get over the spirit of procrastination. We all deal with the spirit of procrastination. So for you to think that I'm only tagging you out, I think you have a problem with me. I don't think it's anything that I said. I think it's something directly with me. And that's why I'm saying I'm going to gladly give you back your $30, and I don't want to do no work with you. And I'm also going to contact your friend that introduced you to me and let them know about the situation as well, if they already don't know about it. Because, girl, it's crazy. I don't have time for that, girl, at all. There's so much shit out there that you should be focused on and should be hurt by and offended by. And the fact that I talk about getting over the spirit of procrastination when we already talked about you not joining the blue light activation, I was not talking about you. I didn't even think you were watching my videos like that. I didn't know you wanted to join the blue light activation until the day you hit me up. I addressed somebody from 2 weeks ago. My sister knows who I addressed because she called me after the video was done and we talked the day before I did the video. So once again, you being offended by something that had nothing to do with you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not going to wrestle with the spirits that you have with you, okay, to make you feel some type of way. I'm not going to do that because it makes me feel some type of way. You're assuming that I'm doing something that has nothing to do with you. Okay. As I told even another person who signed up for the blue light activation, she did the same thing. I talked about somebody being in a relationship, which 90% of my work deals with love work. And she assumed I was talking about her. Mystic, hey, I saw the video. Were you coming for me? Because no, I wasn't talking about you. I know your number. I know your email. I know your Instagram. I can address you one by one. I don't have to do a group video so that somebody could feel some type of way. If I'm doing a video about something, that means I want to address people collectively. People collectively. That's why I'm doing a video. If I wanted to address you, one person, I can call you. I can email you. Okay. So like I said, we're not doing that. You're not ready for this type of work, and that's okay. Don't try to force me to beg you, because it's not going to happen. Don't try to force me to, are you going to do it? No. Because even going into, and since we're talking about it, I even felt some type of way about trying to convince you to get stuff. Like, I'm not going to do that. I don't need to convince you about anything. If you're interested in products and services for anybody, you're more than welcome to email me, check out the blog spot, email me and say, Mystic, I want to get A, B, C, D, F, G, and then we can go from there. But you don't have to say, well, I was interested in doing protection work, and I just wanted to know, what exactly can you do for me in your protection work? You want me to walk you through my procedures? I just don't understand that question. So anyway, you don't have to dress away. That's how you can lose clients. Once again, the clients that are for me know how I operate. And once again, that's why I said I'm not interested in getting new clients. If a new client approach me and they spark my interest, I'm more than welcome to work with them. But as I mentioned before, baby girl, I've been booked since September of 2016. And there's only been probably 1 week, 2 weeks, I have not had no clients. Okay. So if you're not ready and you don't understand how this energy go and you can't feel with your hearts of your hearts that I mean nothing but love, then like I said, we're not compatible. We're not compatible at all. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not compatible, but you're not going to dictate how I express how I feel. And I'm not going to also say, oh, let me not do a video about that because I might offend somebody by telling people how I feel. I'm not working like that. If that means me not doing spiritual work for nobody else, I don't give a fuck. Let's be honest with you. I don't care. I don't care. As I said, I've been booked since September 2016, and I'm not going to have no problems getting clients, keeping clients. Because, bitch, people see what they need to see. They feel what they need to feel. And people who are digging up or barking at the wrong tree, girl, they're going to try to overemphasize shit. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that. And I know it's not about the money for you, but for me, it's about a matter of respect and honesty. I thought you valued that as well. If you honestly felt that way towards me, you would have told me exactly. If I felt that you personally was being a procrastinator, if I felt that you personally was being uneducated, you would have got an email about that. I don't send you an email to be cute and then I feel some other way. I don't do that. I'm about energy, girl. And one thing about energy that you need to understand is that whether I vocalize it or not, if I'm feeling that way, it's going to come out in the work. So why would I, Mystic Persia, who has no problem getting any type of clients on any level, take your money and try to help you, but on the flip side, have the opposing energy to overwork what I'm trying to work? Like, oh, I can't stand this, but she can't. Oh, and I tell y'all, I can give y'all an example of emails where I said, girl, I can't do no work with you because you're too anxious. What's going on? I gotta watch. I don't work like that. And I've said this and I will continue to say this. There's just a certain way that I work. And like I said, one way I work is about being honest. And I tell you up front how I feel. So if you didn't get an email personally saying that I thought you were trying to act like you were educated, and you didn't get an email personally saying that I thought that you're procrastinating, then it was not for you. Once again, if you did not get that direct email, it was not directly for you, girl. It was not directly for you. And like I said, I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not apologizing for it. I could apologize that you got offended by it, but I'm not apologizing that I addressed it, my YouTube channel collectively about things that bother me, and you took offense. So you're the only one to email me too, by the way. No one else emailed me. You're the only one to email me. With all this being said, I kind of like a refund for the ancestor reading. I will no longer contact you for work or anything after this. Thank you. Like I said, that's okay. I want to work with nobody with energy like yours. You need somebody like my haters that is also in that process with you. You're not ready personally, in my opinion, to actually start anew. You're not ready, in my opinion, to get anything accomplished. You want to be soothed. You want to be babied. And like I said, that's not how that works over here. Okay. If you want that type of stuff, then you can go over there with those other people. I'm okay with that. But me personally, I cannot deal with that type of energy at this point, at this phase of my life. I'm ready to deal with people that are ready for change and that are worried about other things outside of people addressing how they feel. Me being an honest and real person, if you told me that you didn't like how rude I was, I wouldn't be offended by that. If you told me that, hey, I think you're rude for actually telling me how you truly feel, I wouldn't get offended by that. But the fact that you got offended because I'm telling you how I feel tells me that you want people to not tell you how they feel, for one. For two, for you to assume that I was only talking to you and indirectly only talking to you says that you want me to feel some type of way about you. And I don't. Even after I give you this refund, I don't. And also for the inconvenience, what I'm also going to do, not just give you a refund, but I'm going to give you interest that I feel accumulated for you paying that $30. So expect a refund of $35 because that's how I get down. And I wish you the best in all the stuff that you got going on and what you're going to do. And like I said, it is what it is, girl. You're not ready for what it is that you're trying to get done. And maybe that's even why you initially contacted me about the blue light activation. And you were like, I'm ready. And then you wait a couple of days later, and then the response was, ooh, I kind of overdid myself. At this point, I don't think I'm ready to invest in this. And then on the flip side, you ask about an SRT. So you're not ready to heal yourself. You're not ready to release things that are holding you down spiritually. But in the same email, you ask about releasing the exact same things that I was saying this program offered. And even if you read the blog spot, you would have saw that. So, like I said, I feel like there's some spiritual confusion there, and it is what it is. So I directly, because you said it was an indirect addressing, even though me talking about procrastination had nothing to do with you. I was actually calling out my sister. Okay. Like I said, girl, we talked before I did the video. We talked after I did the video. Whether or not you wanted to join the event or not, that's fine. You've never taken a class of mine. We've done casework together. I think we've done a reading together, but I don't know your energy like that. So I wouldn't care about you procrastinating like that, girl. You're not a regular of mine. My concern about procrastination, if we're going to talk about it, is people I actually know. People that I actually know, they wrestle with that spirit of procrastination. And like I said, just before I did that video, we talked about people who procrastinate. So that's why I addressed it in that video collectively. And for every reason, you got out of that video that I was coming for you and talking to you. And I was not. So like I said, I'm not going to walk on eggshells. I'm not going to feel some type of way about how I feel. I'm not going to bite my tongue and say, oh, girl, you can't say how you feel because it's going to, I'm not doing that. Okay. And so, like I said, just to prevent any issues, good luck, honey. I wish you the best with all you got going on. As I said before, my condolences still to you and your loss and the stuff that you've been through in the past year or two. And hopefully you work it out. As I said, honey, because even if you didn't respond with, I want to refund you, but I got your refund back. Like I said, you're being blocked. You're being blocked. No, thank you. I don't got time for that. I don't want that. No mommies. I don't want that, honey. And there's no shade. There's nothing personal with you about that. Like I said, that is an energy thing. I don't want that. Because like I said, if you're doing this with this type of situation, imagine doing the blue light event and things came up that made you feel uncomfortable. And you possibly would have said, oh my God, well, you didn't have to tell me that blah, 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 blah. What? Like, I don't care what situation you dealt with. Like, I'm obviously telling you this because I think it could help you. That's how I would talk about it. Going into the procrastination, I talk about how I feel about it because I can't really care about how you feel about it. I can't express how you feel about it. I cannot watch how I say things because you may feel sensitive what I'm saying. Girl, if the shoe fits, wear it. But like I said, maybe I'm gonna have to start saying in my videos, bitch, this could be an example of your story, but it's not. I don't know. Maybe I have to start doing that. Or like I said, altogether, bitch, maybe I just say, girl, listen, before we do any work, pay for a reading and we'll go from there. I'm done. That's it. Come on in here. That's it. I can't, TC. I can't. I took it off, girl. I can't go outside with that on. I can't go outside with that shirt dress on, Farron. Farron, girl, I can't go outside with that, girl. That's something I'm trying. If the shoe fits, wear. You have expressed yourself honestly, publicly, and privately with me and everyone else. I appreciate that. Not lots of people like that. And I was going to say that too with you, Iris. Not putting you on Jump Street or anything, but we had a little bit of a disagreement a long time ago. Remember that? And I said, girl, that video was not just addressing you. People don't know. I get so many emails, and it's so impossible to address. I can't. It's impossible. So I want to address it. So I'm going to collectively say, you know what? Somebody asked a question about how long spiritual work happens. Bam. Someone asked a question about how they know spirit is coming in. Bam. Someone asked a question about, will a boyfriend know about them doing spiritual work? So when I do a video, I'm going to talk about all those issues, but I'm not going to directly say, oh, the girl who hit me up, because I know your friend watches. So that's why I wouldn't have said anything to directly call you out, because your friend probably knows your situation. So I wouldn't want to give out any information to where they say, wait, Mystic is doing work with my friend. Oh no. And then get in, get in the mix, not saying they will, and fuck up the work we're doing. So like I said, this seems very personal. And like I said, it appears to me that there's a personal problem with me. That's what it seems like. It don't seem like there's anything that I said. It seemed like there's something with me that rubbed you the wrong way. There's something with me. And what, like I said, I don't think it's the words I said. I personally think it's the spirits and energy that you're trying to release speaking. That's what I personally feel. That's how I personally feel, girl. I don't think it's you. I think the spirits that you're trying to release in your SRT is the spirits that got you over here saying you're hurt and you're offended and you want a refund back from the ancestors. And like I said, I don't mind that. I'm not at all, honey. But to be honest with you, when you hit me about arena, I almost said now anyway, I should just want my incense because like I said, you didn't know for sure if you wanted to do the blue light activation. And then even with the emails of questions that you had after that, I was just like, does she not know what type of work she's trying to get done? Because I always tell y'all that. I'm not trying to convince you. I tell you that I offer work. You're more than welcome to say, okay, I know I need love work. Let me do a love consultation. Doing that love consultation, you can say, Mystic, okay, I got this, B, C, D, E, F, G. What can we do about it? And we address that. But like I said, in the email that I got before that, it seems that you were trying to get me to convince you. Like, what exactly can you do for me in this reading? And what exactly could you do for me if I was to do this type of work? And it's just like, so did your spirit lead you to come to me or did your flesh? Like I said, I just feel like it's a distraction. But it is what it is, girl. There's no tea, no shade. I know you're going through some stuff. I don't even got to pull no cards to read on. I know there's some stuff going on with you. And like I said, I'm not going to kick somebody down, especially a beautiful woman like yourself. So like I said, to not have any tea like that and to have blockages on shit that I got going on. We're doing Art of Conjure. Excuse me, we're doing Summons of Conjure. We're doing all these other classes. We're doing these events going on. I'm doing some heavy cash for somebody to prevent those distractions. I'd rather just keep you where you're at. And if down the line you decide, maybe we'll think about it. But like I said, because a lot of people go, I'm about second chances, but we're not doing that. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't talk about anything about you at all. Once again, I think there's something that's going on and you got something for me, not what I said. You're not fucking up my night, honey. Or my week. Oh, woosah. Come on in here. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Come on. It's not. And of course, it's not about having sympathy neither, Iris. Of course, it's not about, oh, have pity for me, you guys. This is such a difficult work because obviously I do it because I want to do it. I don't have to do it. But it's like, girl, come on now. Like, there's people that possibly is getting work done. There's classes. If you saw that video, you also heard me address people that are in classes. Why would you think it's okay to basically say, oh, fuck that bitch is doing a class. Fuck that bitch is doing some work. I'm going to say that I'm offended by some shit that I shouldn't be offended by just to prove my point and to keep Shantae out the door. You'll know. You'll learn though. You'll learn. You'll learn, honey. You'll learn. No bad blood. You'll learn. No bad blood, girl. That's right. Come on in here. We did not take it to the heart. Come on in here. Yes, and like these are the ancient times coming back, and we must act like the Romans if we are in Rome. Come on in here. I know that's right, Iris. Come on in here. Yes. They do. And they be having me thinking like, wait a minute. Ooh, was I being a bitch? Wait, hold up. What did I say? Did I call her out? Did I say, hey, girl, and the girl who sent me the letter about the SRT? Like, I don't remember doing that. Hey, and the girl who I remember saying, for those of you who hit me up with acronyms like the SRT. I remember something along that lines, but I don't remember saying to the girl that said SRT, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, this is something spiritual. It's nothing physical. It's something spiritual. And I'm not entertaining it. We're not doing it. We're not. We're not. Okay. You said it. That's why I said I can't force. I can't force nobody. The teacher appears when the student is ready. Honey, I can't force it on you. You have to get it where you get it from, honey. Like I said, there's a lot of people that'll be willing to deal with that, though. They will definitely baby and do all the good stuff. And there's no shade there. I'm going to leave it there. Come on in here, TC. Come on. I know that's right. Come on in here, TC. Thank you, Iris. Come on in here. Thank you. I think you wonder why I don't have no friends. Y'all wonder why I don't deal with people. Like, I tell this to my best friend all the time. I tell it to this friend right here. This is why I don't deal with people like that. Because people want you to see their point of view, and if you don't, it's a problem. People want you to have the same sensitivity that they have, and if you don't, it's a problem. And it's like, in this world full of people, everybody is not sentimental about everything. In this world full of diversity, everybody don't see things the way you see it. And that's okay. That's why you have to learn how to compromise. You have to say, listen, girl, I know where you're from. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, I'm really blown out of the water because I never had a problem with this person. And so if you like me and you follow me and you see me and you feel me and you're on my IG and shit, and for me to say that one thing, even if I did directly talk about it to you, that one little thing to blow it up as if I called you a bitch or I called you out your name or I said, oh, girl, it just proves that it was not there. And that's another reason why I tell people, I don't take this personal. This is all business for me. This is one a good example. This is from someone who got work done with me. This is somebody who's been on my IG. This is somebody who's been in this room chat. This is somebody who's done readings. For them to be that personal and still say, well, I don't know you like that. Okay, girl, it's business then. It's business and only business. So that's what I said. Once again, this is why I don't deal with people. This is why I do my thing and I keep it pushing. That's it. Bitch, we're not having a one-on-one time. We're not doing that. Because I'm going to say something that you're not really wanting to hear. And you're going to say, well, how dare you say that? And I'm not going to apologize for it. As I said, I will apologize for you being offended, but I'm not going to apologize for what I said. It bothers me when people send me acronyms and DBD, like, girl, really? Girl, just go ahead and say, I need some cleansing work done. Mystic, I have some spirits on me that I feel like needs to get off of me. Do you do uncrossings? Do you do exorcisms? That's what that is. That whole, I gotta have I'm girl, I can't. Right before bed too, girl. I can't. And like I said, we're addressing this today, girl, because I don't want this energy going into my Thursday, my Friday, my Saturday, my Sunday. Okay, bitches, we're gonna keep it right there where it's at. Before I have my cup of Oreos and almond milk, because bitch, I'm in heaven with that. Like I said, I wanted to release that right there and there. Come on in here, King of Sheba. Yes. Listen, if you watch my videos, you know how I am. Come on now, girl. If you watch my videos, you know how I am. That's why I said I'm shocked. I told my friend, I said, girl, I'm really shocked by that email. I wouldn't expect the person who emailed this to email it. Like, I gagged you. I had to reread it. I kid you not, I had to reread it. Like, wait, come again? What? You're offended? You're rude? You think I'm rude because I said procrastination? Girl, we all suffer from that. I think I even said that. I said we all suffer from the spirit of procrastination. But procrastinating about what? Because the only thing that you possibly procrastinated about was joining the blue dot activation. But once again, you wouldn't even procrastinate because you hit me up about it on Friday. And then you and then you responded back only on Monday. That's not procrastination. I think if you hit me up for the whole month about it and then you wait until the last minute, then I would think that applies to you. But procrastination did not come up for you in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I'm like, girl, I can't with people. I can't. Pay me to be in your business, honey, because girl, life is too serious for me to be in somebody else's business for free, especially if they're going to be offended about shit that has nothing to do with them. You didn't say no names. You didn't say no, but nothing. You talking about me. I mean, thank you, but no thank you, girl. You're not the only one that crosses my mind. No, no shade. No shade. Okay. Yes, honey mystic, it is slot to pull in on the energy of comedy or satire. I'm trying to compete at reading with the girls. I know that's right. Listen, let your reads come naturally. Let your reads come naturally, honey. Don't read if you don't have to read. Just let it come naturally. Let it come naturally. mm, mm. Come on in here. Listen, I'm so thank I'm so thankful for those of you. And guess what? This is making me want to put a lot of more stuff into the blue light activation now. This is making me want to put some more stuff in there. So you can always check yourself. See, in the end, it goes back to that. When you know yourself, nobody can tell you anything about yourself. No one can make you feel stuff way if it's not who you are. If it's not who you are, no one. People can confirm with you. They can give you affirmation and confirmation that what you're feeling is correct. But no one can make you sad if you're always happy. So going into that, if someone says something to me that I felt offended by, because I feel like people have, me being a two-spirited person, there's people that I talk to that I love very dearly, and they've said things, that I had to step back and say, well, were they throwing shade or were they actually saying? And then self said they were just saying, girl, don't blow that mole into a mountain. And I'll say, okay. And then I'll pay attention to what else I say. Okay, no, it was just situation. The masculinity. Okay, bitch, wait, are you calling me masculine training? What's on? But still, like I say, you have to step back and say, okay, are they really coming for me? Or they mean something different? And like I said, it was definitely something totally different. And she assumed that I was coming for her, which states that she really don't know me, which states that she's really not connected with me. And that's okay. That's why there's a million spirituals out there. That's okay. But you think I'm going to change my personality, girl, to suit one person? No, thanks. I'll lose that 30 and potentially 300 to stay true to myself. I'm okay with that. Like, no shade. I'm okay with that, girl. Let it out, Jay. Let it out. Come on in here, Lakers Spot. How you doing down there in LA? Come on in here. Yeah, sometimes you got to pull a Snoop Dogg. Can I call her? Listen, I actually love that Snoop Dogg actually apologized to Gail. Because, I was a little bit set back by that. I said, come on now, Snoop. Come on out. You just had this scandal that went on, by that person allegedly saying that you sniffed coke off her booty, honey. So, you just had that recently, like 2 or 3 months ago. And then to get here and to call her a dog face, whatever. And on top of that, she's your elder. I mean, I was really appalled by that. I was like, girl, no ma'am, but I'm glad he apologized because he knew that somebody was going to call his daughter the same thing. And he was really going to have to step in. On top of that, Gail got sons. Don't she got a son or something, girl? You don't want that. And trust when I tell you this, Snoop, that money is way longer than yours. You might have some wide money, Your money might be wide, but Gail's money long. Y'all, I'm telling y'all be coming for this girl. Girl, bye. I'll be scared to get into it with a rich bitch like that. Y'all be playing that. Girl, Oprah too, girl. I will be afraid to become Oprah's enemy. Girl. Well, what's that antidote that you can go through people's walls and shit? Oh, that's 1.7 million. I got it. Girl, Oprah. Shit. Girl, I just oh, now I knew I was gonna have to eat that. Girl, Oprah could hire somebody to handle that. Gail can too. So I'm like, girl, you better watch yourself, girl. And you know all these all these organizations want that coin. All Gail got to do is say, yeah, Snoop Dogg had a lot to say, y'all. You see that video of him making threats to me? What I gotta pay? Y'all better check on Uncle Snoop. What is that? Uncle Snoop, Cousin Snoop? Check on Cousin Snoop, honey. Give about a week or two, girl. They might pull it easy on him, honey. Y'all better watch Uncle, honey. Y'all better watch him, honey. Or about they gonna come and get her. Okay. I'm sure Gail is connected with all of them, girl. And girl, you might have it on the street level, honey. But Gail got it on all levels. Come on in here. You better watch yourself, Uncle. You know what I always wonder? I wonder if, because Snoop's son, Brodus, is his name Brodus, honey? He's real sexy. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say on here. This is not the place. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna have to get up off here, y'all, because Nubis wanted to just stay on my lap. This motherfucker is too heavy for my legs. So I just need to go. You old dog face bitch. Why you on my you old dog face bitch. Why you on my lap? Motherfucker. Anyway, he did apologize. I'm telling you right now, Snoop, listen, girl, somebody contact Snoop, girl. Y'all be playing with these girls and shit, honey. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing, girl. Stop playing with Auntie Gail and Auntie Oprah, honey. Girl, even that one guy, what's his name? Robert something, girl. See, he thought he was cute, though. We know exactly what he was doing. Talk about some. Allegedly, can you tell us about you and Oprah messing around for 30 years? You over here worrying about that. And I'm just like, girl, but that's not public record. That's not the same thing, honey. But on top of that, I'm telling y'all, keep coming at Gail reckless. Go ahead. She know how to touch you too, girl. Mark my word. Where Gail's husband at? Where's Oprah's husband at? Girl, those some badass women, honey. They tell their man, shut up and sit back there. Shut up. Stay back there. Girl, I'm okay. We're going to leave it there, honey. We're going to leave it there, girl. We're going to leave it there, honey. We're going to leave it there. Anyway, y'all, let me go. I just want to stop by here to address that because, of course, that was going to bug me. And I did attempt to send an email response back to the individual, but, of course, my phone died when I did it. So I said, let me just do a video and address that. And it is what it is. Like I said, I take my work very, very serious. I'm dedicated to all the work that I take on. And I want to make sure before I take on anybody's work that you're seriously ready for what you're asking for. We're not here to play no games. We're not here to, I think, and I told y'all, going back to when I first started offering casework, a woman came to me, older woman. People were dragging her through the dirt. There was so much going on with her. She came across my channel by faith. Not faith. I would say spirit. Spirit did that. That was nothing but spirit, y'all. She finds a local spiritualist. The local spiritualist fell through. She went on YouTube, typed something in. My video popped up. So she called me and said, where exactly are you located? I told her, I want to meet up this Saturday, and we did. And the rest is history. But anyway, there was so much stuff that was going on. I won't go into that because, of course, I'm very private about what we do. Even though me and her, we don't talk, but still. So we went over exactly what it was and how it was and this snap. And I just kept telling her because she was so focused about a saint. There's a certain saint she was so focused on. And I said, I know that everybody on the internet only talk about this saint for that, but this saint also do a lot of shit. This saint can also curse people and get people together. And sometimes people get that piece of that saint without them even knowing it. So she wanted to work with the saint. She just kept mentioning. So I'm like, listen, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to take it like, well, I want to do a 90-day petition. Is that okay? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. 21 days, yes. 90 days, I don't think you're ready for that type of energy. Well, I mean, are you sure? Because I was looking somewhere online and I said, listen, honey, I'm telling you right now, you're not ready for that. But anyway, people are doing a lot to her, y'all. So it even got deadly to where this guy said that he was being watched by the FBI and shit, y'all. It was some weird shit, y'all. They said that he was being watched by the FBI and girl, he had all these clearances and shit. So she was afraid for her life. So it was a lot of shit that we had to do. And I told her, we're going to get nasty with this. This is going to get real nasty before it gets real pretty. But I need you to write it out. So, of course, she gave me updates as we did the work. Everything is looking good. Everything is working out. Everything is coming into fruition. Yes. Oh, God. Oh, okay, man. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. But there's one thing she did not really give me an update on. And I said, she's holding something back. So anyway, we met up. We did the work in stages. We met up for the last part. She gave me a check for the last amount. And girl, I even took a check. I should have said cash only. Nothing happened though. The checks went through, but I should have said cash only. Anyway, so we get started on the work, and this was probably a Sunday. No, this was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, because I remember we did the consultation for like 9 hours. Bitch, we were in McDonald's, y'all, for 9 whole damn hours. Oh my God. Whew. Anyway. So we get started on the work. And I remember that Lachey was trying to do something too. And I said, girl, let's meet up to, charge ourselves up, but let's do our work separately. And that's what we do. We'll meet up to do our charge ups and shit. And then we'll do our work separately. So that Saturday, y'all, we did a charge up. I said, I'm about to go home. I'm about to get to business. Huh! I'm about to crack down on this shit. When I tell y'all that I already had a feeling that she was going to reach out to me about something, but I didn't know what it was. I'm in the drive-thru of Jack in the Box getting me something to eat because I was so hungry. Even though I ate like before I left, but still it was like 4 or 5 hours. I was so hungry. Spirit work, it does it to you. It pulls from you. You're either tired or you're hungry after. So I'm in the line and she texted me and said, I need to speak to you about something. It's very, very important. And I'm like, okay, give me a few. I need to talk to you now. So, of course, I call her, y'all. And she's like, I don't know if you already started on the work yet. I don't know exactly what went down. I'm not sounding like this to make fun of her, y'all. This is really where she was in. But this situation happened. He got rushed to the hospital, and I just want to say this right now. I don't want to do it. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. I just want him to work. I don't want any of this. Mister, can you remove this? I don't want this. Can you take this back? And I said, no, there's no take backs. There's no no take backs, girl. There's none of that, girl. If we petition spirits to do the work, they're going to do the work. What I should have said was, we can stop it or we can attempt to stop it. But bitch, now all the time has been wasted. And anyway, girl, I said, we cannot do it. What is done is done. Of course, there's work you can do to undo the work, but the practitioner cannot do that. Because bitch, now you'll get fucked up. Because the spirit was already called, to do what it was supposed to do, girl. It is what it is. So I told her, I said, no, we cannot end it. It has to go on. It has to continue. So I can't remember exactly what she said after that, but she was like, this is crazy. If I would have known this what it was going to be, I would have never even done it. I said, well, this is why I tell people, don't do things out of emotion. Don't do work on people because at that point you're mad at them because they didn't want to give you no dick, or you're mad at them because they didn't want to give you no money, whatever it is. Don't do things based on your emotion. Do things because you really want to do it. And that's what I think it was. She didn't know for sure she wanted to do it. So anyway, I didn't hear from her. I don't even know what happened, y'all. I finished the work because, of course, I don't leave work undone. Energy stays. But I finished the work, and like I said, I haven't heard from her. But it was just a nasty situation, y'all. And what really got me involved was she's an older woman, and this person was younger than her, and they were actually bullying. They were definitely doing some bullying, and I don't play like that, especially when it comes to a woman and a man. So you're an older woman, he's a younger man, so he's younger than you, you're older, then he's a man and you're a woman, so girl bye. Like, he's using this shit to manipulate you, you're afraid to go out. Oh my God, like, y'all, I kid you not, while she was telling me her stories and stuff, like I'm going through the emotion, and even like I'm feeling shit, y'all. Like we had this consultation in McDonald's, y'all, and she's describing her house. I'm seeing this house at the end of the corner in a little hill, like it goes down a hill, so it goes into like a bowl, right? It goes into a bowl, and then her house was like up a little hill, right? It was up a little hill. She had the unit above, like around, but above something. And I'm just like, okay, I see it like a, I'm just seeing all this stuff around. I'm seeing her being afraid and all this good stuff. So I had to engage with that. And I said, for me to feel that, I'm like, shit, this is heavy. I remember even going home, y'all, and I did a cleanse. And I just remember just feeling like after our consultation, because it was so heavy. It was so fucking heavy, y'all. It was so heavy. And of course, she was a dramatic person too, y'all. She was very dramatic. She's a Libra girl. She was dramatic. No cut-ins. She was very dramatic. And I just remember she was like, well, I mean, and I said, ooh, calm down, ma'am. But anyway, so that's why I say you need to be sure. And that's why I say for myself too, if you're not ready for some work, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not a fan of that. If you're ready, you're ready. If you're not, you're not. So like I said, I'm more than likely going to start implementing. When people hit me up and say, I want to get work done, you need to pay for a consultation. That's the first thing we're going into. You don't have to ask, can we do, listen, do the consultation. We go over that. I'll even add a little reading in. I see what's going on. And of course, I'm gonna ask my question. Is this person ready for work to get done? If it comes back, no, it's not. You're not ready, honey. Oh, we can't do it at this point. At that point, you can do what you want to do. You can cuss me out. You can, go to someone else. Like I said, it's totally up to you. But we're not here to beg your spirits. We're not here to hold you hostage. Bitch, you can do what you want to do with your money, your time, and your space, like I can do. You have a right to choose who you want to pay to do your work. I have a right to choose who I want to do the work for. You have a right to tell me how you feel about the work before the work is done. I have a right to tell you about how I feel about the work before the work is done. Bitch, it's two-way street. It's not because I'm the business owner and you're the client that I have to kiss your ass. It doesn't work that way. Not over here. We don't kiss ass. We don't kiss ass for a coin. We don't do it. We don't. We don't. We don't kiss ass. We don't, let me make myself more appeasing to you so you can spend your money on me. Listen, we love it. It's cute. It's nice, respectful. Thank you so much for your coin, the class you pay and all that. But I'm not going to say, please take more classes. Please send me some more money. It's not, you didn't send enough. I need more. Please, ma'am. That's too much. That's too much, girl. I'd rather spend that time with somebody who's actually ready. Like I said, we got class to do, girl. I'd rather spend that extra energy, that other offensive energy on the classes that need to be done versus on people that say, I'm ready, but I'm really not. You're not ready, sis. Okay. Come on here, Chatney. I love you too, Chatney. How you doing? Come on here and keep it real black. I lit a success candle. And when it was done, I released it into River later on that day. My boyfriend went to jail. I'm confused on what happened. Okay, so I can't talk about any work that I did not do and kept it real black. Okay, I love that name. But what do you mean you released it in the river? You actually put the candle in the river. And listen, and you've been watching too much swampy witchery now. Come on in here, and can we get some clarification on this? So what you mean you released it to the water? Thank you, Edie's. You like that one earring, honey? Oh, Edie's, I got matching hair clips too. Yes, honey. Yes. It's a star, a crescent moon, and a star, honey. As above, so below, but the below one is a little bigger. Anyway, but Anne, so did you put this candle in the water? Anne, please don't tell me, real black Anne, please don't tell me you put this candle in the motherfucking water. Please don't tell me. Listen, Anne, they're already saying that we got plastic floating in the waters, which, by the way, the plastic came from Africa and Asia, according to studies. So the plastic that we got in the waters don't even come from America. Come on in here. But anyway, so we got plastics all around in the water, Anne. So to where we got to ask for straws when we go to restaurants. They don't even just give you straws no more. And that's why I bought my own straws. I bought 100 straws for $1. Come on in here, bitch. Anyway, so now you got these witches out here that are so-called connected to Mother Earth. And they're putting candles and shit in the water. So now, 10 years from now, Ann, we're going to have a whole bunch of candle residue in our motherfucking waters. So forget we're going to have plastic straws in the water. We're going to have wax of candles on the turtles and shit. The fish is going to be in the fucking, they're going to be in the fucking candle jars. See, oh, Ann, please don't tell me that you did that, Ann. And that really, that's going to really stab me. And that's why your man went to jail. And let me just tell you a little quick history about Mother Earth, Ann. Mother is so sensitive, okay? Mother needs us to keep her in check. Mother is so sensitive that she gets in her feelings every now and then. It's important for us as her keepers, okay, those who occupy her at this point. It's imperative for us to keep her in good standings. Throwing jars in the waters, throwing waxes in the waters, throwing herbs, all these things that are toxic to the environment in the water, does nothing for the ecosystem, but in fact hurts it. So because you pull energy from the soul star and the earth star, listen, let me tell you something, Ann. Let me tell you something really quick. When it comes to magical, look, my baby even looking at me. Look, he ready to learn. You ready to learn? Come on in here. He felt that spirit come on in here. So I want you to understand the chakras, Ann, okay? So you have these systems that are within you, beneath you, above you, and around you. These systems connect you to every possible source of the universe, okay? Every planetary energy, every, what they call it, woodworm, all that good stuff. Worm something, where you could time travel and shit. Vortexes, all that good stuff. So it's important to know that these energies are there and to be aware of these energies. So each time that you connect with, let's say, the energy of Jupiter, okay, first of all, you got to know what chakra connects to the planet Jupiter. But going into that, you will have to align your consciousness with first the mother, because that's where you're at now. So you don't want to get too caught up in Jupiter, too caught up in, that space in that realm, because obviously your conscious is here. So you'll be too loopy. Ooh, shit, what's going on? Oh my God, I'm seeing, ooh, bitch, there's a giant right there. You'll be too out there. So you have to first plant yourself, root yourself, ground yourself with the earth star below you. Then you bring that consciousness up to your root chakra, right? Then you connect that chakra into your soul chakra, and then you connect to the chakra that connects to that planetary energy. So when you're doing working with success, first of all, you have to identify what planet or what planets that deals with. You have to connect your conscious once again with the Earth star first, and then go into the other regions to pull that energy in. If you're not doing that, you're basically calling in all spirits, all energies. Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Whoever's out there who can help me, come on and help me. So you got this old ass ancient spirit that nobody really give a fuck about anymore. Maybe this spirit is so demonic and so nasty, bitch. He just fucked up so much that nobody want to fuck with him. So he see you, I need love, I need a man, I need success. He see you working all this shit, not knowing what you're doing. So he said, "Oh my God, I got an innocent woman here that don't know what she's doing. Let me jump in and help." So you doing all your prayers and thank you, and you start calling upon spirits and, "Hi, can you please help me bring my man?" And you're not grounding yourself, girl. Come on in here, Black Ann. You're not grounding yourself. So the spirit's like, "Oh, she's talking about that spirit. Oh, let me shift myself into that spirit." So then you start getting signs. If this is really you, can you show me a sign? If you're asking that. So he then will start showing you these fake signs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you're like, yes, I got the spirit. So then all of a sudden the work is done. You throw it into the water, whatever you got going on, which I don't think that's smart. Two things. I don't think you should be throwing anything into the waters. I don't think you should be also burying anything. Okay. If you're going to bury something, honey, bury something that's worth burying. But a lot of these motherfuckers out here burying jars and shit. And then these children go, the ground starts shifting and shit. The water gets in the ground. It lowers the ground. I mean, let's talk about it for a minute. Children go out there barefoot. The glass breaks and shit, right? Because that's what happens. And then a child step on the glass and cut the damn foot open. I mean, really think about it. Is that what we just come to nowadays? We don't give a fuck about our future ancestors, or excuse me, descendants. We give a fuck about what we got going on. I don't give a fuck about them cutting their feet. I need to get this shit going. Anyway, so like I said, something got done up in the workings you were doing, and more than likely you didn't ground yourself, and things got a little nasty. And, your man went to jail, going into success. Another thing, too, what people don't understand is that you're in a box, right? You're locked in a box. Obviously, right? You're locked in a box and you're like, I need to know what's on the other side of that box. I need to get to the other side of that box. I want what's on the other side of that box. So you're in this box and you're supposed to go within yourself to say, how do I exit this box? How do I get out of this box? How do I get out this cube? Lauryn Hill said something about cubes and shit. So everybody's in the box. Everybody's going to be in a box. Come on in here. Anyway. I don't want to lose you, Black Ann. Come on in here. So what happens is you figure out, I want success on the other side of this box, right? But you don't know that right on the outside of that box, there's energy that's supposed to stop you from reaching success. So you said, not even knowing, I don't give a fuck what's on the outside. Get me success. Right when you thought you were getting success, and that box started to open because you start doing the work, and those spirits that were on the outside waiting to get in finally gets in. And all things that were dormanted, stale, has to come up. It has to come up. It has to be released, especially if it's between you and success. So I'm saying this to say is you did a success spell, but whatever your man went to jail for, maybe that needed to be resolved in order for you to get success. I'm not saying, but I am saying spirits know exactly what they're doing. And this is why you need to be very specific with what you ask for. You need to say, I want this with harm tonight. I'm telling you, I know people that became rich overnight through horrible situations. I know people that girl did a money spell. I want money. Give me money. Give me money. They didn't ask where they wanted the money to come from. They didn't say how they wanted to get the money. They didn't say no harm to none. Before you know it, their whole house catch on fire. They get a large lump sum. That's how they got their money. Going into even you see some of these videos online. I manifest, I won $25,000. Well, I was driving home one day, y'all. I got into a horrible car accident and I got paid out on settlement. Girl, that's a horrible way to get that money. But because they were doing their rituals and shit, they didn't specifically say, I want $25,000 with harm to none. They could have got that exact same check without getting into that accident. Okay. So, like I said, also think about that too. Success is success, but you should have specifically said would harm to none. Another thing too, if you got some issues going on in your lower self and you trying to get into your higher self, the spirit has to let go of any demonic or any dead weight that holds you down from getting to your higher self. So if you say, I want to get up there, I want to be successful, I want to this, that, I want that, I want this, blah, blah, blah. Once again, anything that's holding you down, anything that's weighing you down has to be released for you to get there. So I would say if that was to happen to me, we're just giving theories here, that if your man went to jail after you did a success spell, which you didn't say what you did a success spell on, maybe you did success for love or money, spirit said you're gonna be successful, but not with this nigga. So spirit said he gotta go, he gotta go, he gotta go. So spirit locked his ass up, and that's your chance to get the fuck up out of there, girl. You better pay attention to spirit, honey. Spirit don't lie. People lie. Spirits don't lie. Spirits do lie, but the spirit that I'm talking about don't lie. Oh, you said harm to none, but did you be specific with it though? Did you be specific with it though? Harm to none and really feel harm to none. Because we could say harm to none and think, oh shit, what happened to somebody? Something happened to somebody. I'm just saying. Okay. Okay, come on here, Chatney. When the cattle was on, I threw it in the river. You're hot as hell. Thank you, Chatney. Thank you so much, honey. Are you Indian, Chatney? Honey? Oh my God, I got to tell y'all a story. So, today, okay, tonight, I went to the store to get me some Oreo cookies and some almond milk and some hot Cheetos. And they had some cinnamon candy candle, you know. So I'm minding my business, and I kept getting a whiff of smells, but I kept smelling something in particular, and it smelled like Aqua di Gior. So I'm minding my business once again. I'm walking, doing my thing. I'm on the phone with my friend, and you guys, I literally fall. Right? I tripped on something. I don't know what I tripped on. And when I fell, it's like this guy appeared out of nowhere and caught me. And when he caught me, you guys, like I felt like it was love at first sight, y'all. It was just some weird shit. Like when he caught me, the way that I fell into him, it was like, oh my God. And of course, I was thinking, damn, he's good looking. And he said, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Like the same time I said, oh my God, this man is so good looking. He said that. Y'all, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. And I was so shocked by this that I hurried to the checkout and I hurried up and I floored it out that damn store, y'all. I floored it out. But I just thought to myself, I've never had that experience before. It was so odd. And I even said to him, if it's meant for me to see this man again, I will. Because it was so weird, y'all. Like he smelled like Aqua di Gior, which I love that smell. I love that smell. That's one of my favorite colognes on a man. And the way I felt the girl, he was real tall too, y'all. Real tall. He had some real strong forearms. And the way I just fell into it and the way he just, it was like a perfect couple. And I was like, damn, girl, that was weird. That was some weird shit. And he had an accent. So I don't know where he was from. It honestly sounded like he was from Nigeria. It sounded like a Igbo accent. I think it's Igbo or Igbo. Can't remember. It sounded like that type of accent. I was like, damn. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I never had that experience, y'all. That was just that, and I felt the energy too. Like I felt that chemistry. Like girl, like even thinking about it right now, it puts me in like a world. It's like we encountered each other and everything around us just disappeared for that split second, y'all. And I was just like, oh shit, I'm clumsy. And I don't even know this motherfucker. And he see my clumsiness the first fucking time he sees me. Oh, bitch, I gotta go. Also, I didn't want to go into the transgender thing. So I said, bitch, let me go. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Anyway, y'all, let me go, honey. What do you think about? Oh, what do you do with your candle remainings? I was told you can bury them or release them into the river. I throw them motherfuckers away. First of all, everybody gets so see, and I always say this, and keep it real black. You have people who are physical beings that study spirituality, but still come at it from a physical perspective, right? And you have people that are spiritualists, right? That study spirituality and see it from a spiritual perspective. This is why you have hands-on people, you have people that are just really about, whatever. You have online courses and you have in-person courses. So there's so many varieties for that. But anyway, I'm just getting too long. Anyway, so going into this, the candles and the items that was in that working, okay, is just that. It holds energy. It has energy. But when you burn candles, and I think that people don't care enough to learn about how candle magic work, okay, or how anything works that burns, okay? So when it burns, it leaves out of this world and it goes into another world. So whether or not you decide to keep that glass jar that the candle was once in, or you decide to throw it away, or you leave it at somebody's house, that candle is long gone. It left out of this realm and it entered into another realm. It's done its work. We'll just keep it at that. It's done its work because it depends on what type of work you're doing. So whether or not you keep the remaining items or you throw them away, it doesn't matter. So people would tell you, oh, bury all that. My personal opinion, there's no difference. I've buried stuff. I've thrown stuff away. I put stuff in fires to get destroyed. I left things out and it did not infect the work. It did not improve the work. Okay. So all that stuff is just that. That's someone's personal preference. Throwing shit in the river, burying stuff, I don't think it works with our ecology. I think it throws off the ecosystem. So as a witch, you're here to help keep the ecosystem balanced. You're not here to throw shit in rivers, which can then let's confirm what how it starts out. I think rivers connects to oceans. Let's see. Let's see right now. Mm-hmm. Can we do this, honey? Mm-hmm. Rivers and streams connect to each other uh, in a system called a watershed. There are three types of watersheds. The rivers and streams in a closed watershed empty into an inland body of water like a lake. An open watershed empty into the ocean from one source. So when you're going swimming at the lake, you guys, and you step on a glass bottle or some whatever, because I've cut my feet in a lake before. You got these witch bitches out here throwing bottles and shit in the rivers. Better yet, when you find a fish and it's stuck in a damn candle jar, and you're like, where the fuck does this jar come from? This is a weird ass bottle. You got these witch bitches out here throwing shit in the rivers. So just to know that you're fucking up the system, sis. Throw that shit away, girl. Throw that shit away. Okay? The shit is long gone. Okay? If you're going to recycle that, if you're going to recycle the glass remnants, then you need to recycle the dick that you gave away too. Come on in here. Come on in here. You need to recycle that too then. Yeah, like, let's talk about it right now. Hell, we're going to throw that in the girl. Let's throw trash in the water. We did a spell on getting money to get food and shit. So now you got the food. So fuck throwing your food thing in the trash, girl. Take it down to the river. I'm joking. Right. Hello. Right. Give an offering. Throw it in the trash and give an offering. Be creative with it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing this work to be done. Now it must return where it came from. Candle jars is trash. Trash belong in the trash. If everybody threw their candles in the fucking ocean or river, imagine that. Imagine if, because they said that witchery is on the rise. I don't believe so. I think that there's a rise of wannabe witches. I think it's either in you or it's not in you. If it's not in you, girl, it's not in you. But anyway, they said there's a rise in witches. So imagine all these so-called witches start throwing their shit in rivers. Girl, I'm telling you, girl. Anyway, anyway, and keep it real. Please, please do not throw your shit away in the oceans and rivers, please. Okay, I'm telling you from person to person, heart to heart, woman to woman. Please do not, throw things in the river. Please just offer. Um, you okay? You okay? Please just offer things up to your spirits. This is why I'm about pillar candles, not jar candles. Um, and this will burn all the way through. Once it's burned all the way through, there'll be little to nothing, kind of like this. See that? Just a little bit of wax. Fill it up and throw it out. I'm not a fan of the jar candles unless you have to do it. But please, and get into working with pillars. Pillars are very, very affordable, and you don't got to worry about throwing shit in the oceans and stuff. Okay, and that's it. Please be kind to Mother Nature, or she will not be kind to you. We got a whole system of hurricanes, tsunamis, and things that goes on. And yes, sometimes we can conjure them up and create them as well. But that's not the point of this. The whole point is, let's be kind to Mother so she can be kind to us. If we're not kind to her, she will also rip you a new one. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Come on in here, Edie's. Listen, y'all, I gotta go. I've did a lot of talking today, and I have to go. I called somebody today. I even had, listen, she knows who she is. She needs to call me back. Anyway, so y'all, let me go, and thank you guys so much. Oh, I want to say this too. Those of you who are in the Summons of Conjure, there's one more part that you need to get. I need to sing you one more part. One more part, which will be, I don't think we're gonna have a finale quiz. I think that's it. I think I'm just gonna give you all the meditations that's needed for what you guys asked about. We won't say it in here. And then we will also sing you the part 1 of Hecate. Come on in here. We're gonna sing you part 1 of Hecate, okay? Anyway, twospiritmystic.blogspot.com, 28spiritmystic@gmail.com. It's an unfortunate situation between that individual and I. It's a sad situation. But it is what it is, girl. 2020, things are going on, a lot going on. I can, I won't. I don't hold something in. I'm not. It is what it is, girl. Wish you the best. Anyway, bye for now. Bye. Thank you guys for coming here, y'all. It's so late. It's like 1:00 in the morning over here, which is 3 or 4 over there. And you guys been there, honey. Thank you guys so much for, being here, interacting. Shot me. And Miss Ann, please. Okay, please. Okay, I'm begging you. I don't beg for nothing, but I'm begging you this. Please, 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 please do not pollute our waters. Okay. Please be nice. Please be nice to the waters. Okay. Hopefully you don't live near a place where there's a lot of water. Wow, come on in here. Anyway. Bye, everybody. Mwah.